Hi, I'm Daniella, and I'm a student of management and minoring in marketing. So my question is, if you could give any advice to someone that's just entering the professional space, going out into the real world and approaching into different types of networking events and trying to get an advantage when it comes to talking in today's day and age and being able to speak properly to someone, what is the best chance? What are the advices that you would give to someone on that position and how to create a meaningful network with people and approach them and talk to them properly without sounding like a machine, but sounding like you want to form that personal connection?
Hi, Daniela. This is a great question, and you are very wise to be thinking about this before your graduation time. Prepare for networking events ahead of time. Sometimes networking events will actually share with you, here are all the people who have RSVP'd, who are going to be at this event, so that you can get to know and maybe even do a little bit of research on the people who are going to be at this event. And this will also help you decide who is it that you want to try to speak to. Don't try to speak to everybody. Just here are like your top 5 people. And even if there is not a list of the attendees, I want you to go in to the event. Now, when I say networking event, it could also be the networking at a conference. It could be in a variety of different situations. Think everyday situations like you happen to be going to a hockey game or a basketball game. You just never know who you're going to run into. So with a networking event or a conference, don't go into it thinking, I'm going to try to meet as many people as I can and get lots of contact information. I would rather you have great, deep conversations with a few people than trying to meet everybody. Number 2, show genuine interest in others by asking good questions, open-ended questions. Maintain eye contact. Make it look with your body language that you are interested in what this person is saying and you're not trying to get out of the conversation and move on to the next person. This is going to make you stand out. So show that genuine interest with your body language and really good eye contact and asking really good questions that go along with the conversation. Practice. Practice makes perfect. You are going to start going to these and you're going to feel like you're stumbling through the dark, so to speak. Just know that the more that you do this, the better and easier it will feel. You're going to be building up your confidence. And to help you build up that confidence, I would say practice some key phrases. Have some key questions that are basically in your back pocket that you can pull out at any time. Hi, my name is Daniella. What brings you to this event? When I was a member of the Boca Raton Chamber of Commerce, everybody's name tag at these breakfast events said what they did, their name and what their occupation was. The gentleman who ran the chamber said, ask people like, what did you do beforehand? And I have to tell you, like myself personally, I've always been fascinated with people's pathways and how they got from point A to where they are today. So I love hearing people's stories, not just what they're doing. Now, the other thing to have in your back pocket also is your elevator pitch. So have a couple of different versions of your elevator pitch, depending on who you're speaking to. Are you speaking to an ideal client? Are you speaking to somebody who could actually hire you? Are you speaking to somebody who owns a company? Those are going to be very different elevator pitches that you are going to share with that person about what you do. And then there's always the line about like, how do I gracefully leave a conversation? So here's another tip for you is just to have a closing line. It has been great chatting with you. It has been wonderful getting to know you. I'm going to mingle a little bit more, but I would love to stay in touch with you. May I have your contact information? And Daniela, because I know this about you, the time that I met you, you had sent me a LinkedIn request and a LinkedIn note the day before we met, which left a lasting impression. And then after the meeting, you sent me another note summarizing and saying like it was really wonderful to meet you. And you reminded me what the next steps were. So continue doing that as well. I want you to exit the conversation gracefully. And then I want you to follow up with the people that you meet at each of these events. And over in LinkedIn, there is a way for you to tag people so that you're tagging them with your own unique system so that you could keep track of, hey, I met these people at this particular conference or this networking event or at this school function. Keep tabs on where you meet people. And the more that you do this, the better you're going to get at it. And Daniella, there are 2 other episodes on elevator pitches and networking in everyday situations that I think would be well worth you to go and take a listen to. They are episodes 124 and 182. I'll have links to those and the names of those podcast episodes down below. And thank you very much for this question because it helped a lot of people. And if you have a question that you would like to ask and hear on the show, go to speakpipe.com, speakpipe.com/BID. You can ask your question and you just might hear it on a future episode here on Be in Demand. So have a great week and we'll see you tomorrow for the next Q&A. Are you ready to leverage speaking as your best form of marketing? There are over 7,500 events looking for speakers every single day. Speaking positions you as the expert in the room, but you probably don't know where to start. So I created this great resource called the Directory of Places to Speak. This resource will help you get started today. So head on over to speakandstandout.com/directory to grab your free copy now. Don't miss this opportunity to be the expert speaking to audiences filled with your ideal clients.